welcome to my tube. Thanks for watching. We're going to do some NFL predictions, some NFL talk, and I'm with my friend Paul, who's a Bears fan.
I don't want to say that, have I?
Well, no, not with Cutler from here. But so yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hope you enjoy it. So we're going to start off with some predictions. We're not going to go in depth as of yet. We will do later on in film. But first of all, we'll go through some games. Paul will tell you who he thinks is going to win. I'll tell you who I think is going to win.
And next week, we'll see who wins, actually. We're going to do like a total end of the season to see who knows the most. Ish.
So yeah, so first game, Miami at Carolina.
I pick Miami.
Miami. Like I said, we're not going to go in depth now. We'll do it later. But I'm going to go Miami as well for that one.
Right, okay then.
So if you guys want to like comment and tell us what you think predictions are going to be, let us know. Now, Indianapolis at Baltimore.
Oh, Indy at Baltimore. I don't want to say Indy, but I think they'll win.
Indianapolis will win.
I think they'll win. Another close one.
I think Indianapolis will win.
Yeah.
Just because, although it pains me to say, I just think they're too good.
Yeah.
Washington at Dallas.
Dallas will come back from last week, and I think that, especially at home, they're going to win Washington fairly easy.
Okay then, yeah, I'm going to go Washington as well.
I said Dallas.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Anyway, Cleveland at Detroit.
That's a bad. I don't know who wants to watch that game, but it's got to be Detroit because Cleveland.
They're looking bad, aren't they?
Brady Quinn, Cinema.
Yeah. So we're Detroit.
Both Detroit, yeah.
San Francisco at Green Bay.
San Francisco 4-5 looking good, but Green Bay at home definitely.
Now I'm gonna go San Francisco this week.
Are you really?
Only because they beat Bears last week.
Anyway. Yeah, that's no story.
Buffalo at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville been looking pretty good recently. I know Buffalo had a good win last week, didn't they? No,
Yeah,
they got them, didn't they? Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they actually got beat again.
Oh, Buffalo.
No, they're 3-6.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
I'm going Jacksonville as well.
Yeah, Jacksonville across the board. Pittsburgh at Kansas City.
KC are garbage. Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Pittsburgh. Seattle at Minnesota. I'll tell you mine first. I don't like Seattle.
Right.
I don't think they'll step up to the mark at Minnesota.
No, definitely not. Minnesota as well.
Atlanta at New York. Giants.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm going to go Atlanta as well. I think Eli Manning's just...
The whole team, the defensive front, everything about them.
Yeah.
Looking bad.
New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Now that should be a no-brainer, shouldn't it?
It should be.
So I'm going to go Tampa Bay. No.
Yeah. New Orleans.
Yeah, it's got to be. Arizona at St. Louis.
Arizona.
Yeah, definitely St. Louis. I did not a bad game last week against New Orleans. Put some points.
Yeah, but it don't matter.
San Diego at Denver.
I know Denver at home, but San Diego are on such a low. So
yeah, Denver are depleted as of such.
They've lost 3-0. Is it? What is it for though?
Something like that.
It's not 3-0.
New York Jets at New England.
I'd like to pick Jets, but I think New England after last week, which most of you'll know about, will bounce back strong in the.
It's a divisional game.
It is. I'd like to pick the Jets any other week, but what happened last week with New England, I think they'll have a point to prove, especially that defense. So
yeah, I'm going New England as well.
Yeah.
Now Cincinnati at Oakland.
Well, Oakland, absolutely terrible. We'll go into more depth probably later, but Cincinnati definitely.
Yeah, I'm going Cincinnati. Why? Yeah. Because it says it all. I'm Cincinnati. So next game should be one you want to talk about a bit later.
Sunday night football game, isn't it?
Sunday night football, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, it's Philadelphia travelling to Chicago. Your team, Chicago. Now after they lost against San Francisco, horribly.
No, it wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't. So your prediction?
My prediction for that: Westbrook concussed. Can't say that like that.
Right.
Concussed, but he could still play. But if Westbrook doesn't play, Chicago. But if he does play, Philadelphia. I think.
Yeah, because they're not doing too bad at Philadelphia at the minute. I think they're 6-3, are they?
5-4 5-3, 5-4. They've lost.
No, I'm sure
They lost last week.
Anyway, next game, Tennessee at Houston. Tennessee at Houston, that's his Monday night game.
Yeah. Houston had the bye week last week. A close game against Indianapolis the week before. Shouldn't miss that field goal. But saying that, I'm going to go Tennessee because they're on a right hot streak at the moment.
Yeah, I like where Tennessee are looking at me. So I'm going to go Tennessee as well. So there's predictions. Have a look back, see what we said. I'm sure some of you will agree, some of you will disagree. But let us know what you think. Comment on it. But now we'll get on to some news because some good news this week, obviously. But just before we do the news, we'll talk quickly and brief about last week's games. We'll highlight a couple.
Yeah, the interesting games.
Obviously, the Chicago defeat isn't very interesting because it was a horrible game.
But it is because it's my team, so
it is.
We'll talk about it, unfortunately.
But, the game I do want to talk about more than anything is New England at Indianapolis.
Yeah, because I'm sure you've all heard about this 4th and 2. I know you're saying when we first heard about it, because we didn't watch it. When we first heard about it was like, what is he doing? It's totally crazy. But looking back, I think probably the right decision.
Yeah, no doubt about it. End of story.
Yeah,
I mean, at the time I didn't watch it. At the time I caught it online last bit, and if somebody says to you,
4th and 2.
And
winning by 6.
Yeah, you don't do it.
No,
you don't do it. But looking back at the highlights, yeah, you should have done it.
Yeah, and I think Colts drove the last 2 drives in the 4th quarter, 79 odd yards, easy in for touchdowns. So
both teams looked brilliant on that day. It was just New England shook Indy. They really did.
I personally think Indianapolis are lucky to be 9-0.
But it's like you consider yourself the coaches from a coach's standpoint. Do you go for it with 2 yards and give Peyton Manning ball on the 20 or whatever it was, or do you punt it and give it in with 2 minutes to go?
Give him a full field
and 60 yards.
Well, I think it said 2 things really. It said, well, you can look at it. If I was on that defensive team, I'd think got no confidence in us whatsoever at all. But then on the offensive team, it's quite a compliment. Him saying, if we get this, I think we can get it. It puts the game to bed, doesn't it?
It does indeed, yeah. But that was that game. Let us know your thoughts on it. Is it controversial? Is it not? Did he make the right choice?
Well, we think he did, but
yeah, we do. Another game I do want to talk about is Cincinnati Pittsburgh. That's my team. Obviously, I'm going to talk about it. Massive divisional game for Cincinnati.
I phoned you that day before the game, and I said I wasn't convinced, didn't I? I said Cedric Benson. He played for my Chicago Bears a few years back, and he started off well, faded badly towards the end of the season, and I said I'm waiting for him to falter. He went out with an injury.
Sprained it, wasn't
it? Sprained it.
But the it should not be blamed on Troy Polamalu. He got taken off in the first quarter.
So what you're saying is, even if he was there, you still would have won?
Yeah, because I think Cincinnati's defense stepped up and they won that game.
Yeah, 3rd down conversions, Pittsburgh, they didn't convert any in the 4th quarter.
Exactly, the Cincinnati defense was together, they were disciplined, which is a massive word, that's what they've got now, which they didn't have, discipline. They pressured Ben Roethlisberger, they pressured the wide receivers, nobody got open. The running game went up too much, but neither was Cincinnati's. We struggled on our offense as well.
I've said to you for years and years and years, Cincinnati don't have a defense and they're going to miss the window because the offense has always been good for many a year. They're missing the window. Your coach, Marvin Lewis, is especially his defense. It's took him all this time to actually put one together, and it looks like he's finally done it. Yeah,
I mean, the defensive coordinators are there. Marvin Lewis making a really good job, definitely, of that team. Especially to win at Pittsburgh. But join this in part 2. We're going to carry on talking. Thanks for watching. Hope you can join in part 2.
I was going to say something then. We went overboard on the Cincinnati game. We're going to go back to the Chicago game later. Talk more about that. So I'm not having that.
Part 2.